Hello, everybody. Welcome to a late start show here at SOS. Episode 40. Happy 40th episode, everybody, first of all.
Toot toot. It's not really 40 if you compare that to what the other 60,
Million
80
episodes.
on
Yeah,
Roll
We're the
For It.
big 4-0.
Yeah, we probably
That's true.
have
What are the
like
previous episodes
over
if you
100,
count them all
actually.
together? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
because
you-
season
if you-
2
if
was
you pair it-
53.
You pair it with the rest of the stuff we've done on Pod by Night, on like VTM wise.
Oh, yeah.
We're quickly encroaching on 200 episodes of
Easily,
vampires.
if we haven't already passed that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We're over the hills.
We're over
Yeah,
the hill,
we
that's
are.
for sure.
But thank you guys for your patience. You might not be able to tell because I bought the same exact headphones. but my headphones broke thanks to my damn cat. And I had to same day delivery and hope to God it worked. And it did. It worked. Praise Bezos. We're here. We'll do it. We got an episode for you. We're going to jump right in. So we'll just do a quick little show here. If you guys are enjoying and you want to support us, you know how to do this. Just share the show with people first off. Head over to youtube.com/rollforit to watch the VOD. Support them as well. But if you want to go above and beyond, you can sub to the channel. You get emotes. You could directly finance and support this show right here that you're watching. And if you want to support all the things we do on Pod by Night, head over to patreon.com/Pod by Night and jump on one of the tiers. And of course, there's the Discord, which is totally free to jump into. Yeah, it's a great community. It's like always, it's filled with theories constantly. So there's a ton of people trying to piece things together at all times. Feel free to join the conversation or just read them. It's fun. Do we have anything else that we need to cover before we jump in so we can make the most of our time?
Trying to think if there was anything. I don't think so, Mathis.
I don't think so either.
You know, there is, if you were a fan of the Fallout show, I can officially confirm there is the Glow Must Flow merch. It's available on the merch store now. So,
And was that an innocuous thing you made up, or is that from Fallout?
no, that is 100%.
I mean,
something
what we
that
said
was
in the
made
game.
up.
It was,
I know you
Fun.
said it in the game. I just didn't know if you were pulling it.
I got it
like,
from Dune.
Fallout.
The spice must
great.
flow.
Spice must flow.
Oh,
So the Glow
Yeah.
Must Flow,
It was off top of the dome piece. That's great.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know what?
It fit really well.
And then, like,
Yeah.
the next day, I was like, every time I pee, all I
No,
think
I-
about is this. And I sent it to the group chat.
Add a little bit more flavor to the meaning of it
I
all.
believe there'll be a link below on YouTube, but there's one here as well. Oh, no, because this will go over to Roll For It. So you can go over to TeePublic
Yeah.
Public and search for the Pod by Night stuff. But it's right there in chat. There is a cult T-shirt. I feel like a couple people got their T-shirts, so they have given their lives
Get
to the Adam himself.
As
so.
they should. As they should.
As
All
they
right.
should.
Well then, without further ado, we've got a show to get to.
That's
So
true.
let's set the scene, rein things in, and see what our coterie's been up to. And just as quickly as we enter this world, we're brought into it with the slamming and smashing of glass. And suddenly Grant's voice, oh, fuck! Oh, God, sorry, as he clearly was trying to plate a burger on a busy night here within the Lights Out pub as our camera comes into focus. And the entire coterie already sat, getting prepped. Dakota probably being the last one in. Oh, no, Emmy usually being the last one in to arrive. And the busy night has Grant completely consumed with what's happening out there. He gives you a quick wave as he's sweeping up the plate and the fries that scattered everywhere and the grease smatter where the burger kind of fell flat. But he's quickly kind of consumed by it all as Emmy walks. We'll say Emmy is walking in at the moment, joining Ava, Ollie.
I don't walk,
Dakota.
okay, Mathis. I skip.
Skips in. You're right. You're 100% correct. Skips in with a smile, waves with her little lamb chop hand, and joins the coterie after the previous evening, which was filled with discussion, deals, premonitions, and revelations, leaving you all with many a plan as to what to do with your newfound information, but have yet to come together and really discuss that. So before we go anywhere else, everybody rouse check me, obviously. Are you fully healed on aggravated, Tracy?
I have
think
one.
so.
I have one
This
more.
is
This is the last one.
And for everybody who was curious about what happened to the stain roll, she succeeded. Don't worry. She didn't. Her humanity still sits at a solid 5.
Pretty good. All right. I got to do 4 rouse checks.
I want to go back. When did Ava drop to 5 to the point where she never got back above it again?
Oh,
Like
fuck.
when in her career, her character arc, did Ava permanently drop to 5, which is pretty typical for Kindred. You know, we act like 5 is low, but it's because we're in a very unique coterie that tries to like maintain humanity a lot more than other Kindred do. So yeah, we got to figure that out. Okay, rouse checks are up. Ollie's good. Dakota at 3. Ava at
3, baby.
Yeah, you did a failure and then some successes. And then Emmy down to just a whopping 1 hunger.
Yeah, but we can still use our herd too if we have it,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
I have
Well, you
leftover
can't-
herd if you need some little snacks, Ava, because
Yeah.
clearly you need some help.
I do need a
Yeah,
snack.
is anybody tapping their herd today?
I'll tap my herd. I have 3 dots, but I only need to
But
be.
you're at hunger 1, so you can't go any lower than that. You're good.
Yeah.
The world is my herd, Matt.
Yeah, your herd, like you can't technically take from your herd.
Same.
Yeah, fair. You know, it's so
I
much
mean,
safer though.
Emmy, you know, if you're offering.
Yeah, 'cause Emmy she can't use her herd tonight, and if she is offering, you would have that opportunity to feed off of it. She can offer you.
Yeah, you're welcome to. If
What
you'd like,
your herd?
it's 3
so
dots.
this is what's fucked up. Your herd is what? Your family, right?
Yeah.
So Ava,
Don't kill my family, Ava.
And you break. No, you're not at 4. You're at 3. She's good. She's not going to frenzy. So you get brought. Probably halfway. You maybe meet Emmy halfway there. You don't necessarily get to the pub initially, and you get brought to a cute little suburban home that blends in with every other suburban home pressed up against each other in Chicago, and a nice father, wife, and even faux sibling, brother that's is like 11 or 12 years old. They welcome you in. The mom's always at the door. She's like,
They don't have kids, remember?
Oh, no, you're the only
point.
kid. Yeah, it's just the mom and the dad. You're right.
The whole
And
point is
mom,
they can't have kids.
Yes, yeah, I completely blanked on that.
Yeah, you're
the mom
good.
opens the door, and as always, with a pleasant smile, she's like, Emmy, a new friend?
I just put food in my mouth.
Yeah, good timing on my end. She looks up to Ava with a smile. Come in. And she's and you can actually smell the smell of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, I love the smell.
Oh, would you like when they're a little hot? They're still a little soft, but I kind of like them that way. And she gives you like a cute little like smile.
I'm watching what I'm cutting back on sugar, unfortunately. So I won't be able to indulge tonight, that they smell delicious.
She clicks her tongue and she shakes her head. She goes, I remember when I was like that. Trust me, life gets way more fun when you let go of the stigmas.
It does. I know. I've heard that.
No, she looks over to
Emmy
Emmy
looks
after
at
that.
you
Yeah. So she just looks over to you, Emmy, and she's about to go do her business. So I imagine you just like let her like, hey, can you stop for a second? My friend's hungry. How do you tell? Yeah. Just like, how do you say it?
I think she just says,
I think we're interested in a different type of snack.
The mom just gives a very a warm smile. She's, of course. Would you like to go to your playroom?
Oh, the playroom.
Yeah,
Lovely.
that sounds fun.
And walks you over to the play. And I imagine Emmy's playroom has some toys in there, but also like probably
There's
just
like-
a place she feeds.
yeah, there's like 2 chairs. They're like, the nursing chairs
Yep.
that you would put in a nursery type of thing.
Mhm.
And I think that they just sit down and
Yep. And Ava, you have a choice of the mother or the father. Who do you prefer?
I'll go for the mother.
All right.
and I think Emmy says to you, she's like,
I usually sit in their lap and do it, but whatever you want to do.
The mother actually instinctively offers her wrist instead of her neck.
I'll take the wrist and I'll feed.
You don't sit on the lap, I
I
imagine.
feel like
No.
Emmy usually just like sits in her lap and like feeds off her wrist.
Yeah. So you take 2?
If I can.
Because you're at 3, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will.
you can take 2.
All right, I'll feed off of them.
The husband, the father figure will actually like take the mom away and like give you a pleasant good night. It was good to meet you, and lay her in her bed and like tuck her in and basically like, like she's just tired. She had one too many to drink, essentially. And you feel good. You guys head out of there. No worries whatsoever. Curious to how Ava feels about that. But as you walk into the Lights Out pub, Emmy now skipping in with Ava by her side instead.
Which is
Ava.
probably really weird. And I don't think it's ever happened before.
Yes, no, it has not once. But
Emmy
before
would
we-
definitely have tried to hold Ava's hand.
Would Ava indulge?
Ava will indulge for the outward look of it, walking in with a young child.
Sure.
So yes.
Ava, as you step
we know
through.
Ava likes it. Ava has only ever wanted a kid. She
Ugh.
likes it.
Yeah, just not an 800-year-old kid or 500-year-old kid, whatever.
Not 500 either.
100-year-old kid.
You step through the threshold of the Lights Out pub, and I immediately need you to make me a
Oh, fuck.
resolve composure check, please.
All right. Resolve composure.
2. Would you like to willpower and reroll 2 of those?
Yeah, I'm gonna willpower and reroll. Let's see.
I will tell you right now, 2 is not enough.
Oh no, we knew this was gonna happen.
It was a baseline 3 is what I'm just looking for. Just a baseline of 3. As you step through the threshold, our camera pulls away from Ava and actually refocuses on the entire coterie. Dakota and Ollie, you see Emmy skipping in hand with Ava.
I'm yelling at Grant. Grant, the places aren't supposed to go on the ground.
Yeah, no, wow, thank you, genius. You're so smart. Why aren't you running the restaurant? Oh, here, take my apron. You want to cook? And he as he sarcastically is cleaning up the burger.
Are you done?
He's like, do I look done? As he gestures to a grill filled with patties cooking.
I look. This is fun. I look at Ollie.
Yeah, maybe it's fun for you.
Do you think he's forgotten tonight's his date?
No, it's probably why he's freaking out.
Ava, you still, by the way, you feel okay. You don't, there's nothing about you, right?
Okay.
Just feel free to be Ava.
Okay.
Well, that is something I never thought I'd see. And I kind of look down the hallway at Emmy, like skipping in Ava's hand.
Yep.
Hand in hand.
We just had a little family outing.
Oh. I looked at Ollie. A family outing.
A new
We had a
one.
little play date.
A new member? Does the uncle have an aunt?
Grant, you have a date with another woman tonight. Way to be weird.
Well, I'm just trying to keep my mind off of it, Just keep myself in the moment right now until it's time for me to clock out and head out. She told me to meet her at 11:30. I got time.
No, Emmy and Emmy offered me a little bit of her lovely family because I was feeling a bit peckish. They're very sweet, the husband and wife.
You had
Nice little
I
suburban
thought that I
home.
didn't want us to have to clean up our mess again.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, Ava.
It has been messy these past couple of nights.
That's true. And there's only so many times we can write it off as suicide, Ava.
Yes, well, Emmy helped with that, so everything is fine now.
Nobody died tonight.
Yes.
You're at 1 hunger. You're fully healed. You don't hurt anymore. You don't have like a headache, whatever it was that was bothering you. You feel good. You're back to, that took a few nights, but you're okay.
Yes. So tonight is the full moon night. Tonight's the date night. That's what's
Grant,
happening.
You just hear Grant in the background. Damn right it is.
Yes, I'm sure it's going to go so well. You have to tell us all about it. Tell us-
Every minute detail.
Tell us what base you make it to.
Ooh, gross. No, don't tell us that. I don't know. Figure out how to be a gentleman, Grant.
I
don't-
am going to be a gentleman. What do you think I'm going to do? You think I'll walk in there naked? No, she's the only one that's going to be naked. I promise.
Maybe
No.
maybe she's into that. Who knows?
I think that
Well, if she
really
asks
fixes the
me
dynamic.
politely, I will also be in the nude.
And then what if she asks you to step into her circle of blood?
Should I not?
Don't do that. Yes, if she asks you to step into a circle of blood, the answer is no. No, Grant. Clothes or no clothes.
But what if that's like her thing? Like her kink is circles of blood.
Yes. Sacrificing
If
you
you
for
choose
blood.
to step
No,
into
no,
the
wait,
circle,
wait,
it'll
circles
be
of
your
blood are-
last kink.
That's always a sacrifice?
No, not necessarily.
All right.
Sometimes
so like
it's a
50-50.
sacrifice.
Oh, yeah, see.
That's,
Like
hate that I like
burger
that,
you
actually.
dropped on the ground.
yeah. Just like, I hate
Maybe-
that.
Maybe
that
this is
one.
how she feeds. Like she does a whole ritualistic thing. She invites men to her yard and, plays it off as a date and feeds off of them.
Wait, are you telling his story or your story?
That was good, Ollie. That made me laugh. Ava,
Yeah, but it's
Ava
like-
laughed.
It's funny. It's one of them. It's funny because it's true kind of things, though.
I hate this conversation.
I love it.
It
It's
makes-
giving me ideas.
It gives me
God, I hate that. I'm going
so
back to cooking.
weird. Yeah, go drop it.
No, I won't. Thank you.
Okay, well, while he's having the night of his life,
Ugh,
the rest of us need to figure out.
Well, we should. Hopefully, Jackson is going to talk. We should be able to tell Jackson. But I think we should maybe tell them about what are we going to do with the flame.
Yes, exactly. We need to figure out what we're doing with the flame.
I don't like calling it that. It needs a nickname, like
When you
like
say
a
that, Ava,
burrito.
too, like what we're gonna do with the flame, I actually feel like, and we should decide soon, tonight even would be good. I just feel like if we decide tonight, it would be good.
Okay. We should decide now, tonight, what to do with the flame.
That's an eager beaver attitude. Why tonight?
Because tonight's the
full moon.
night. It's the full moon.
Well, we could wait
Yeah,
till.
isn't it full moon? We have to decide whether we're going to do it now or later.
I mean, honestly, there's no possible way we could get to Mad. Okay, hear me out. What if we don't? What if we don't use it as a weapon? Let's call it the barbecue, cause flame. Get it? Okay. So
Sandwich,
what if
barbecue.
what if
wait.
burrito,
What was it? What was
burrito?
That's what it was. Thank you very much.
Burrito. So what
We
if
just
we,
call it a nightlight.
Okay, what if we don't use the nightlight as a weapon?
What would we
That's
use
what
it
we
as?
discussed.
Well, what if we did like the Witch of the Yard did, and we use it as a defensive maneuver?
A shield, not a sword. That's what you're saying.
Make a safe place. Exactly. Yeah, shield, not a sword. Yeah, Ava, you got it.
Okay. Where would we want to bolster our defenses? I'm just trying to think.
Okay, so hear me out, right? So Jackson was all like, hey, Ava, don't carry the shadow around or we're going to kill you because you're a liability. Now you're carrying something that's not a liability. What if we leverage it and let Jackson choose where we put it? As, maybe a little bit of a political move, a positive gesture for you and Emmy here.
And Tracy, just Discord, so I can fire you off messages without having to interrupt.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, we could use it as leverage with Jackson. It's our thing, you know? Do we have to get him involved?
I think it's a good idea.
I do too. Ollie?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I mean, think about it. We've been planning worst case scenario, and we haven't really talked about the reality of like, what if we fail and the sandwich succeeds? Having something like this could maybe help keep us safe if worst case scenario, and we don't really entirely know what she's planning. And if this flame is the anti-shadow, then maybe it's better to use it defensively so we have shielding against not just her, but La Sombra and Shadow moving forward. It's like
I think it's more about the moving forward thing. How often are you planning on going to Madison anyway?
I don't want to go to Madison. I
That's
hate
a
that
good-
place.
It's a good point. I'm all for this. I like this idea of using it
You
as a
said it's going to
defense.
take a whole day to do it, and there's no way that we'll be able to sneak in, set it up, and
Yes,
plan
which
it.
we should probably do that now. Honestly, if it was up to me, let's not even wait for Jackson. Let's just do it now. And
Sounds
find a spot.
Like a bad
kind
idea.
of a wild idea. Yeah, sure.
We okay. Let's just, he should contact us this evening. We asked Damien, remember, Ava? And I think jumping to fast action could not benefit us, but I understand that it is a full moon tonight, and you said it
That is
needs
all
a
I
full
do.
moon.
Yes. Look, I'm just going to share my POV. Take it or leave it. But I like Jackson, and I like that we're working with him. But I feel like we don't need to tell him everything we do. That's just me. I think we can just we are an autonomous coterie that can make our own decisions. And I think we should.
I'd like to back up. We're not just working with him, Ava. We are actively inciting a secret coup to seat him as the Prince of Chicago. I don't think we should underplay our buy-in to the situation. We're not just working with him. We're not just popping open a business and giving him half of the money. We are neck deep.
I know.
Also,
all
it's
right.
been a while since we've touched base with him, so he's probably waiting for an update from us anyway.
And we got to.
And do we really have much information for him?
Well, we do now, more than we
Yeah, I
had
like
last
to think
time.
we probably got a lot.
All
Really,
right.
when you think about the brass tacks of it,
And,
how often? Do we meet, fairies?
And I
And
feel like
Also,
plants.
he hates when we do things with things that aren't like
No, 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 no,
other
no. Hold on.
normal kindred.
Hold on. Let's be real.
And when I say
He
normal,
doesn't.
Sabat
He
is not
doesn't.
normal.
He doesn't mind us. He doesn't like
Hmm.
you. That's the thing. He doesn't really like
Emmy,
you.
Or Emmy. So see, Ava, if you offer this flame, and Emmy, you come in and tell him all about the Anarchs and what's going down at Elysium, and save him the pains of having to be there, or he can make a plan to get out, or what the fuck ever. We're adding goodwill. Couple
You're
olive
currying
branches.
favor.
Yeah. Well, Ollie said curry in favor.
We gotta get you out
Don't
of
have to
the
convince
Ava.
me. I'm on board.
Ava can only do wrong and put you in the space where Ava doesn't always fuck up.
I don't know.
Right?
The minute we tell him we did something with a fae, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Okay, like
I didn't say we have to tell. Oh, Ava, you think it's a Tory by now. You know that sometimes part of the truth is enough of the truth. He doesn't need to know where it came from. What he needs to know if we have acquired something that will get rid of the shadow.
All right.
Let's be real for a moment. Appeal to your Toreador side. You already had one prince hate your guts. Can we at least get a second prince to like you? Like,
It must be in my nature.
maybe? I don't know if that's in your nature, but I think this is a good avenue. We really need to play it.
You have a choice, Ava. You can give in to the urge. You don't need them. You can do it yourself. You only need you, something that matters to you, in a place you want to do it. You can also actively resist to do so at a cost. Every night at midnight on the hour, you will suffer 1 aggravated damage until the next full moon.
Every night until the next full moon. All right.
You don't know what you made a deal with.
Oh.
Think that it is a fae and that it gave you its name after the deal was made. That's all you knew. You and Saito were meant for each other.
Holy shit.
Indeed.
Okay, Ava.
So Ava, you don't know that that'll happen. You know, as a player, obviously, and it's okay to meta a little bit because that's quite a cost. However, you can resist, and it only one because the measurement of loss between what I needed out of you for successes and what you rolled, basically.
Well, we can meet with Jackson and then still do the ritual.
Yes,
right?
you would still have time to do it after the ritual. So you have the night, Ava,
Okay.
to make that decision. It doesn't take effect this moment. Not going to take hit at midnight tonight. Tonight is the night where you have the decision to start doing it now.
All right, Ava. What would you do with it?
Sure, give us three spaces. What places are worth protecting?
You hear
Well,
Grant in the background. What? Hello?
this
The bar?
I was gonna say this pub, the Lights Out bar.
I basically live here, and I'm pretty valuable, I would think.
This is a public space. Bad. It needs to be our space and our space only.
What about the orphanage? That place
What
is
orphanage?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
a place us as a coterie visited many years ago, and it's no
What?
longer there.
What about not the orphanage? What about where it all began? The train
So an
yard.
orphanage that doesn't exist.
The train yard, which was right near the orphanage.
What?
Yeah.
Now, there's not your place there anymore. Something else was being constructed.
Why would you want to put it there?
It's somewhere it's somewhere private, somewhere unassuming, and there is some level of something there. I don't know. It's just a thought.
Does Emmy just look like a child
looks
does when they're
confused.
wildly confused by something,
Yeah.
just not even hiding it? Her
Why
mouth
would you
open.
play somewhere where you don't own it? That makes no sense.
Because it's abandoned, so nobody really owns it. But
Anywhere else, Ava?
Same question.
Okay, anywhere else? I
I
don't
got a
know.
place. It's a big place, but I got a place.
Where?
Place that's looking for new buyers. It's a place that mattered to Saito. It mattered to the Anarchs.
I was just the hospital.
The hospital.
That's what I was thinking too.
It doesn't have anybody that owns it yet. It's open.
Where we
And I was
found
already-
Nelson.
But
We
we're gonna
were in
have to own it if
negotiations.
we want to own the.
Okay, well, let's
We
buy
can
it.
own it.
Well, Ollie could buy it through some shell companies, I'm sure.
It's
You wanna
pretty
own a
much
hospital.
it's pretty much on the
rundown.
outs. Yeah. It needs help.
It needs massive renovations, and it could be a clean slate for us to run some blood through. Could feed a lot of kindred, could get a lot of people help clean. You know, just something to look at. It's just surface, of course. There's other things that can be done, but it's a thought. I don't know.
It's an
And it's
option.
something that nobody owns yet, and if it's something that we can all own,
It's something we could think about in case, honestly, just in case Jackson may give us the option to pick a place. He may not have something in mind. Just saying.
Why
To be
would
fair,
we
there's no
not-
way Jackson can even preempt the thing you're going to tell him.
Like
Yeah.
this is why we're going to talk to him about it, right?
Mhm.
Why would we not protect something we already own?
my theory with the thing that we already own, what we already own right now is the bar, the theater, the boat. That's really it. We own those things.
In like your domain of like a couple
I
of
mean,
blocks.
like all the
I have a
blocks that they've
playground.
done.
And if we,
Yeah, Emmy has a playground out in Anarch territory that she's claimed.
unless we claim, I think it's we got to claim area, right? Is because if we claim a building can be bombed, right? Like we've seen how quickly a structure can get taken down. Imagine it's quite a bit harder to take out Earth. So yeah,
So you
area.
don't want to use the hospital?
Hospital would be great because it's fucking big. You're gonna need a lot of bombs to blow that thing down. Come on, we got 3 girls here. You got girl math. Come on, you guys can do this. I'm thinking structurally, like buildings, but if area feels good, then let's do area.
I vote
Ow.
the hospital.
Does it matter if it's a couple of blocks? Does it matter if it's a block, a
It's-
building?
It needs
Last
to be
time-
within, yeah.
We
You
can
know
only-
you can do basically a block confidently. Anything other than that you can do, but it will require a bit more difficult rolls.
Okay.
So,
And it won't come at a cost of like more curses. It's just if you fail,
so what if we
then
did
you
the
fail.
whole block of the theater? Makes it an ideal location for the Camarilla later on to use our space safely, giving us leverage again.
to clarify as well, if you shrink the area down, it's also it does make the roll easier than what it would be even on a standard 1 block. So if you did choose a building instead, that's like half a block or even less, the difficulty is easier. Stuff that metagame Tracy should know because Ava has some in-game knowledge as to how this thing works because it's been
Yeah.
gifted to her.
I'd be interested to see what Jackson says, what he thinks is a strategic option.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should do it. Let's talk to him.
Yes. Look, I know this whole thing, the whole like, Ava, you can get on his good side thing, but like, I'm not really good at talking to Jackson, being so real. So I would rather somebody else, explain the
I got you.
situation.
When have I ever let you fail, Ava?
Thank you.
I love talking to Jackson.
Must be a venture
I do
thing.
sometimes. He always tells me I'm gonna have to kill Ava, though. At some point, I'd really like to get past that.
Is that a him thing or an Ava thing? though?
You know what? It doesn't matter. It's always on Dakota to have to potentially kill her. Yeah.
So the decision then is to go and converse and
Yeah, we're
consort with
basically
Jackson
waiting on
first.
Jackson to give us.
Yep.
Yeah, because we told Damien we're just kind of waiting on his cue for the night.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, due to having already put out anything to put out the feelers the previous night to Damien, it wouldn't be long before you hear back from Damien that Jackson would be willing to meet this evening. As always, he'll have a small point of time open relatively soon to where you are now where he'd be willing to take you all in. But if you're not able to make it, then the whole rest of the night is too busy for him to get together with you. So I imagine you go, all 4 of you. You take your vehicle as you always do, and it's a familiar closed down, mom and pop tech shop with a hatch in the back that leads to a concrete basin bathed and flooded in light, as always. And there is Mr. Jackson, standing next to, but not speaking with, Mr. Alan Sovereign. Yeah, and they both just watch. I imagine Dakota probably first, followed by Ollie and Emmy, and then Ava, into the basement one at a time. And while he doesn't move, his eyes trail and trace each one of you. As the 4 of you go in, the person on the upstairs, as always, closes the hatch door. And once the hatch door is closed, there's a look of expectation that rises on Jackson's face, waiting for you to open conversation as you were the one calling for the meeting.
We have updates.
There's a bit of silence, and eventually Dakota just like, well, we got some updates, and he just says, continue.
Well, where do we want to start?
With Emmy, we should start with Emmy. Emmy,
He looks to Emmy and then back to Dakota.
maybe you talk about Elysium.
So, had a little chat with some Anarch friends, and, well, it seems like they need a little something, and they want to help us with a little something. But there's something kind of helps us, so it's kind of great. Basically, they want to put together like a little rebellion, but they're going to lose.
Dakota, rather Emmy and Ollie, you do remember seeing Portia there, obviously, and then Dakota, you remember from Damien hearing that he's been in contact with the Anarchs recently as well. Just keep that in mind in context.
Yeah, I remember
context.
that.
But
I saw Portia there.
He nods and he goes, do you have more details on this faux rebellion?
Well, it's going to be our idea, so we get to plan it with them. So we thought maybe we would discuss it with you and see what you wanted to do. But basically the goal is they come out of it not so good, and we come out of it really good.
They're looking for stabilization.
While I was there, you might be interested to know that Portia was there.
That does wits insight, all 4 of you. Difficulty 3 if you want the difficulty.
Insight. Oh my God.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Did not mean to do that.
Hey, I did it.
Holy moly, that's a lot of successes,
Nice.
Ollie.
Yeah. 6.
I need to. I hate how this does this.
Add those 2
There
die.
we go. 3 die.
Oh yeah, you're older. Fuck.
It's not rolling anything though. Maybe it's lagging.
Did you click all the boxes that pop up?
Mm-hmm.
Might just be a
Yeah.
Hold
lag.
on.
Roll 20
Yeah, I'm not
lag.
seeing anything.
I'm gonna refresh.
Re-
But let me know
if it means
does
anything,
roll.
everybody, Roll20 is about to get a massive major update, and they're partnering with
Ooh.
Discord.
All right.
Oh, wow, that's already announced.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Let me re-roll this. That's
Alright.
very strange.
I actually thought when they announced it, I was like, man, Tracy's really kept that under wraps from us.
Yeah, I didn't know that was coming that soon.
Okay.
Okay,
Ooh,
3.
I rolled poorly there.
Okay. But so Ollie, Emmy, and Dakota all rolled the 3 successes I was looking for. And I don't want to say it's surprise necessarily that you see on the man's face as he kind of gives his stoic persona a little bit of a crack. But it certainly caught him off guard that you said Portia. He did not expect to hear the name Portia, and that much as you could tell because you've met with Jackson. He's composed, he's poised, he's
Well,
stoic.
it seems that you weren't expecting that, so it wasn't you that sent her, so who did?
He shakes his head. I have that same curiosity. She's young. Perhaps she's thinking of switching sides. A loyalty swap. Doesn't really matter at the moment. I've had
I need to keep an eye
discussion.
on.
He nod in agreement. He just nods. I've had Damien reaching out to the Anarchs recently as well. The enemy of my enemy. You're right, Emmy.
And what would you want Damien doing, Kevin?
He looks, he goes, I want Damien staying out of it.
Then why would you send him into it?
He is my point of contact. It's less suspicious to see a sheriff walk into Anarch territory when there's a lot of Camarilla problems out that way than to see he doesn't talk to himself in third person, than to see myself being driven or escorted or walking into Anarch territory on my own, a member of the Primogen board.
Perhaps you change your point of contact.
If he says, if this plan of a faux rebellion is to take place, I imagine it'll be necessary. I won't want him involved any longer after that. It'll be bad.
The fact of the matter
Optics
is,
and all.
they're going to attack at Elysium.
Hmm.
I've rallied
Makes
the
the
gangrel.
most.
We're going to come in and solve the problem. It doesn't seem that they care how many Anarchs actually die. It'll be a good move for us, good move for you, and it'll make Bella look weak.
He nods along.
And that's what they want out of it.
We thought we'd
And you,
let
Emmy.
you know.
Will you be notably involved in the rescuing of the
I
Camarilla?
hope so. I would like to be.
He nods.
That is the deal that I struck with her.
It makes sense. I'll ensure those that are important to me are safe.
Out of game, above board, didn't we also offer them land? Didn't they say that? That was a
Yes,
big
but
part of it,
I don't
right?
know if we need to share that with
Yeah,
Jackson.
it's up to you if you share that with Jackson. But yeah, there's that bit of land that
Personally,
you guys
but-
we're holding Praxis over right now.
Because it's technically our land that we're holding practice on, so we can give it away. Though the red tape is kind of like, can you give it to Anarch? So we're kind of
Yeah.
skirting
Yeah,
the line
I
there.
would not
There's-
share that information willingly,
Okay.
personally.
Good.
That
Does
is
not
that
have
is
plans to.
technically illegal. And if you're to
Yeah.
if you're to transfer land to someone in the Camarilla, you still have to let the prince and has to be known by the prince, that kind of shit. But yeah, it's up to you if you want to share that with them or not. Might not be something worth sharing now. Might be up to you.
I think Ollie will withhold that for
Okay,
that.
cool.
Or for the moment.
So after Emmy says all that, he nods and says, again, it makes sense. I'll make sure those that are close to me are safe. And if need be, I can ensure and he takes a moment. One leading the Anarch Rebellion is escorted to safety afterward. I'll have my men nearby to take care of that.
We figured that'd be something that you want to prepare yourself for.
And he
But there's more.
He gestures for you to continue.
I think
And
the
Emmy
next,
will
next bit might
look-
fall to Ava.
So does Emmy and Ollie's gaze kind of avert over to the side to behind them where Ava stands?
Yeah, but Emmy's willing to talk if Ava
Yeah.
doesn't want to.
If there's a moment where Jackson's eyes meet yours,
I was about
Ava,
to say,
and he
Dakota
looks down.
promised that she would have Ava's back on this. She promised Ava she'd have her back on this, and she goes,
Absolutely. So does Dakota step up?
I think it's time for us to update you on Vitel things, and then we can tell you about other things.
Ollie's gonna make a move over to Ava, and despite the
It's not a big
situation, whatever
room,
this
so
looks
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
sure, yeah, he just moves over front of shoulder, her shoulders. It says, "Stand up, don't let them speak for you."
Let's start with Vitel. We have rallied the troops to make an attack on Vitel. It will happen soon.
Have you thought about what the reason would be to cover for yourselves in public kindred discourse afterward? Why such a clash happened with the gangrel amongst unaligned kindred?
Well, my hope is that there's no one left standing to even talk about the gangrel afterwards.
Hope for no witnesses in a world when Nosferatu wander is dangerous.
And kindred talk, Jackson. They talk regardless whether or not they're there or not. But from my understanding, the Nosferatu are a little wrapped up right now. They're pretty peeved with some of the events that are happening in the city. They're bitching a lot. Nobody's listening to them, so they're hiding.
And
Good.
more importantly,
More leverage to lean against the current prince.
it's not just going to be kindred on site. We have good word that hunters will show. And if we take care of the hunters as well, then our issue is not about killing kindred. Vitel is just a casualty of a hunter attack. The gangrel showed up to once again save the day.
Yeah, he has a look
Kind of like the rebellion, but another one.
There's a look of approval as you say that, and he nods subtly. Good.
Ava?
His eyes go back to Ava.
The last thing we wanted to update on was something I recently acquired. We have means to protect ourselves from shadow. And it's something we wanted to get your input on. If we had this ability, could use it as a defensive holding. Say we had something that allowed us to create a flame where light could emit and not produce any shadow, where shadow is weak or useless, obsolete. Do you have any recommendations for somewhere we could use that in case things with our shadow problem go awry?
There's a beat of silence. You've spoken with the Witch of the Yards.
Oh, so astute. Yes.
He almost looks like annoyed that you're like said how astute, as though like he wouldn't know his own city. You know, it's just like there's a moment, a flash where no one needs to make a wit's insight. You see the moment of annoyance. He allows that to be very visible, but it's a brief moment.
Emmy grins at his annoyance.
I would say, do you even know what you're getting yourself into?
Do I ever?
Exactly my point.
This is why I don't talk to Jackson.
Jackson, it's pretty calculated. We may be real bad at math, but we're doing our best to calculate.
He says, I won't even pretend to understand what it is the witch has done. She's not shared her secrets with me, no matter how much I've asked.
Well, it's less about asking and more about offering. Kevin, sometimes you got to give a little to get a little.
He lets that almost like sit, and he chews on it for a minute, and he continues. All I know is whatever she's done has broken her.
Not just her.
If you're understanding the risk, the decision is yours, not mine.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ava. I think the goal was to maybe share it with you so that you and your most valuable assets would also have access to such a safe place.
We'd like your insight.
He nods. He goes, well, I truly do mean the offer is appreciated. I'd rather keep unknown magics away from me.
What did I say?
And my things. Should it work and keep you safe as you intend, good. If not, or something else goes awry, I prefer to keep it at arm's length while I continue to make my moves for the city.
Ava doesn't say anything else.
Then we will make a decision and let you know so you can avoid the space.
When do you plan on moving on Vitel?
Once we have a safe location to come back to, and Dakota kind of cuts eyes to Ava, like once we have decided where to put this flame, I imagine it will be within the next week.
He nods.
Did we as
It
a group
also
decide
depends
if
on
we
when the
wanted to
Elysium
do,
is.
I was about to say, did we decide as a group if we're doing it before or after Elysium?
I think you said
If the Elysium happens first, then we're probably
Yeah.
going to do that and then have to do
Then do
Vital
the
I
after.
think it was going to be
Yeah.
after. I think
I think that's what we decided. We're hoping that if the Elysium goes off with no problems, it would make it an easy attack afterwards.
And of your initial plan for Elysium's evening, the dagger.
It's still on the plan.
Do you feel like we need to, if we are able to take down Vitel?
He shrugs. I don't know if it'll be needed or not, but having a backup is not necessarily a bad thing.
My fear is
The priority
that
should be Vitel, however.
if we take the dagger, they'll move Vitel. If we do it first, it will scare them.
I feel I must inform you, even if you may have had your assumptions. Vitel is ancient. With that comes a level of speciality and strength none here have ever stepped to. Understand attacking Vital is a great risk that none of you may return from.
Well, we are hoping to get some backup. If you know anybody, that would be helpful.
And I've had my feelers out, and I do intend to reinforce as best as I am able from my position.
And I guess
Likely.
you knowing how dangerous this is, what do we get in return?
And hopefully a Chicago that doesn't fall under eternal night. That should be enough. Emmy. Have you
Emmy
not
looks at him
learned?
like,
Yeah, and as she does that,
Yes.
his gaze goes to her. Have we not learned the lesson of when enough is enough?
I don't know.
I was kind of hoping maybe Emmy could return that pin you were looking for.
It's up to it'd be up to Emmy, obviously, but Jackson doesn't
out
say
of character.
anything.
Not sure what you're
I was
talking
gonna
about.
say,
It's the
'cause
pin
you
that he
weren't
had-
here the last time for that, but Jackson knows the one that Vital wears,
Yeah,
marking him as a Ventru, which he is not. That you could return and
It disguises him magically, his bloodline as
Ventru, and
Mm.
Jackson specifically has requested of us to take it off his body when it's all said and done and bring it back to the
Wants it.
Ventru. It would be the perfect olive branch for you to get to come back.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember it now. Yeah.
Well, if we get it, then of course, it's yours.
Was there anything else?
I was actually hoping to have a moment alone with you, but I looked to the rest of the coterie first.
Maybe actually. If you know that this is about to go down, and you don't want to get your hands dirty, you can still help us. Just remembered something that a fellow Ventru gave us a while ago. Dakota, you might remember it too. I think you may have opted out, but I didn't. Cammy. She gave us some of her blood. And it wasn't like feeding from her. She said it was part of a clan thing.
He nods. I understand what you're asking for, and it can be provided.
This might help us if we stage an assault on something like this. Now, I don't want to ask for too much. It's not like I'm out here saying, get buddy-buddy with Abraham Deuceable and give us something like that, but this might actually be in your wheelhouse and could help us.
Or not to speak with Deuceable, should I be able to. And he looks over to Sovereign and says, make some calls. We'll make sure it's provided for them. And Sovereign just nods, and he quickly pulls out a small little notebook and scurries down some stuff that you can't see from obviously where you're at. And of course, I'll be moving funds around to see if I can provide some sort of reinforcement in other ways. But I don't want to promise anything yet that I can't ensure that I can provide.
Well, you better get moving those funds quickly.
Again, there's that flash of annoyance there. Again. And you all know that the two of them have a history. But he lets it slide again. And he goes, and he asks again, rather, is that all?
I'm good.
Suppose we'll let you, Dakota.
Yeah.
have-
Because
And he
Ava
looks to
knows what
Dakota.
Dakota's about to ask for, right? Because Ava was there last night, so.
Well, I'm trying
She
to remember.
needs money to buy the comic book shop for Olive.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So you all
Yes.
file out, leaving eventually just Sovereign, Jackson, and Dakota.
Bye, Kevin.
I mean, like, waves lamb chop and skips away.
I'm
He
so,
sighs. It's like a reflexive sigh. He just sighs.
so sorry. I'm so very sorry.
War makes strange bedfellows, Dakota.
Yeah, you could say that.
What is it you needed time alone for?
I had a request. So see, I don't ask for things very often, and I would like some financial help with something.
Of course. How much?
There's an old shop on the corner, and I kind of give him the location just around from our property. It's for sale. It's been for sale for a while. I was hoping maybe we could acquire it.
He holds he lets you finish your sentence and he turns to Sovereign. Make sure you let Jared know. We'll have a real estate meeting in the coming week. He looks to you. Consider it taken care of. I'll let you know when the purchase is finished.
Really? Wow. Okay, thank you. So
easy.
much. That was very easy. Okay, we're gonna go solve problems now. Yeah.
Have a good evening, Dakota. As always, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not quite that. Because he wouldn't say pleasure. Now you say, continue doing a good job.
Gonna do the best that we can. Check your
Dakota
pacing.
scurries her way out.
Yep, yeah. Dakota's like, I guess I'll see you at Elysium.
And he nods, and as soon as he even turns to talk to Sovereign before you even make your way for the stairs. They begin conversation as
Immediately.
you're climbing up. Yep, and you close the door behind them, with the three of them waiting probably outside the shop for you to return near the car.
I get in. Okay, we can go home now.
Yep, you slide into the car.
Yeah.
Engine roars and pavement passes beneath the tires until you return back to, I imagine, the Lights Out pub.
So
Before we get there,
Yep.
I did have something I wanted to talk about.
Please.
Man, I had this wild idea. We've been talking about a place, right? A place where we can put this thing down. And Ava, I know you're looking for it, but what if we're thinking about it all wrong? Remember when I had that moment where it was like, maybe it's not Sybil, maybe it's Sybil's dad guy, that guy, right?
Yes.
Well, we keep thinking of a place that's a shield for us. Maybe we should flip the switch, and it's a shield for them,
For who?
right? So instead of it actually protecting us, what if it's like a blanket? They're going to the cabin because that's where the veil is the thinnest, right? He wants to pierce through, make a door. But what if we just fucking reinforce it?
But we can't do it at the cabin. There's no way we can get there, spend a whole 24 hours setting up the ritual, and Vitel not see us. We can't get to the cabin with enough time to make it happen.
I mean,
That was the whole reason why we weren't going to use it on that location. Now,
I think the bigger danger is what Dakota said after that is because it takes all night that you don't know if anybody's going to wander in on that. I mean,
It's
there's
got to
very
be
possible
a
nobody would be,
secure
but you just
location.
don't know.
And if he sees us and we
It's
blow the
also
entire
not a bad
Vitel
idea
mission,
if you can get it. Like, it's also not a bad idea. It's just it comes with a great risk while you do it.
I don't know. It's just a thought, right? We just know for sure that they're gonna be there, and it could still be really valuable. I wanted to posit the idea because, well, more eyes, more brains on this. Probably hella helpful. Besides, falls fails. Go ahead.
no, Ava, you know how this thing works, right? Can it be used to lock something in, which is what Ollie's talking about?
All you know is it is a protection against shadows. It doesn't. You don't know what that would.
So
You
it
truly
would- it
don't
would
know what that
push-
means if you had
it
a
would-
creature of shadow in the center of it when you did it.
I imagine it would push Vitel out and keep
That's a
him
logical
from being able to
assumption.
come in the cabin. So Ollie's right there. He wouldn't even be able to open the door. But I don't know that it would.
If he was a normal
stop him.
kindred, not fucking super old, you would still be right. I think in that it's not a bad assumption that it would reinforce. It would make it really hard.
really
or
hard.
harder.
But that's not going to stop him from picking another location. We've seen the veil thinned in multiple places.
Sure.
It's true.
And you are for something that's temporary, you are risking, and I mean this at a game as well. Someone losing their character to drinking what they have to drink, like genuinely becoming an NPC of unplayable nature, depending on how they roll.
That's happening wherever we do this,
do it.
right?
Yeah, no,
Regardless.
we're moving into that point of the story where lots of shit is gonna but that's what I'm saying. Like, no matter where you do it, but if you do it in a place that's only if you do it as a barrier, or if you do it as a permanent defense, what is the trade-off that you find comfortable with as a coterie?
I'm not against that idea, but yes, I'm not quite sure.
Did Ollie bring up the labyrinth as well? That's always a wild idea too. Like
He brought it up last time.
portion of the labyrinth.
Yes.
I just didn't think that the labyrinth was feasible due to the fact that it's
Always moving.
sort
Well,
of
you don't
ever
know.
shifting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finding it again would be the hard thing. Okay, so
We should just find a place that we feel is the best.
I'm not against the hospital idea. I'm interested.
I think we just need to own the hospital first.
Can we buy it tonight?
Hey, money makes waves.
I can't.
To be fair, buy it or not, it's abandoned. You could walk in and
put it
just
there and then
do
buy it after.
Just claim it.
Yeah, you could just do it and then go through the paperwork after and never tell anybody.
So what for all of you, this shadowless space that we're gonna create when Ava does this ritual? What do you want to use it for? Why do you why go through all the trouble? Why risk Ava's life, second life, for it?
Well, to be fair, when we started making this deal, we didn't know it was going to do that.
Yes, that's true.
Just to add extra protection for what we're going to do. That's why I'm doing it.
Right, Ava. Because when we go in there and we kill Vitel, somebody's going to be a very angry sandwich.
Yeah.
And we're going to need a place to stay and to sleep until it simmers the fuck down.
So we should just do it at the bar.
So
This is our main place.
Ollie, it's going to assure that it is not a shared space for La Sombra. If we do it at the bar, it actually goes against the rules of the bar.
So here's your choice. Here's what I'm hearing. Because you want to be defensive, a place that's yours, a place that you can like fall back to. That really is not a huge public space. So the places that I can think of that we've discussed in the past, we've got even the train yard, I think could be a potential. We've got the hospital, which is a pretty big potential. The place where the orphanage was, I agree, is also potential. Nobody's really going there. And the place where where your haven used to be, the train yard, completely like it's been abandoned for 15 years. Nobody's been there. Like those are the places that you could probably lock down right at this moment that you thought of.
Technically, we could lock down the basement of the theater.
And we could
100% the theater as well, but the theater I would consider a public spot, would it not be?
I mean, it is a public space, but the theater, unlike Ollie's bar, doesn't have a rule that says everybody's welcome. We can say, fuck La Sombra, you're not allowed in the doors of our theater, right?
Mm-hmm. And like I said, if you do smaller spaces, it becomes an easier roll, less likely to lose your mind. Bigger than a block, harder. The block is I would consider standard.
Why don't we...
ground.
We don't necessarily have to do the building, but we could do the block that the pub is on.
That's true.
Because we could just go hide where the cats are staged.
In that building instead. But,
yeah.
I mean, it is going to take up the block of the bar, so again, it's still going to have the same effect. La Sombra will not be welcome in the Lights Out pub.
Oh, we just know right now it's going to stop. It's going to stop her, right?
No, Ava said shadow, period. Anything that period.
It will protect you from
shadows.
That's a them problem. That's not us problem. That's a them problem.
Like I said, the bar has always been open to everyone and anyone, and at this point, it's going to put a line in the sand against La Sombra.
Why don't we do a vote? And everybody go with your gut. What you think. What's your gut telling you the best place to do it? And we'll just see. Just go with our instinct and on this one and not think too deep into it.
I mean, above board, it still matters. Like, does it mean that no La Sombra can come through the area? Or does it mean that...
As far as the implication was, yes, La Sombra would be plotted out. And you kind of piece that together from what Ava had and plus what the Witch of the Yards has said about it and how it's worked for her.
Okay.
It is a genuine guard against shadows.
My
and
vote
the shadows run through their bloodline.
It's a theater block. We put it in the basement and it covers the whole block of the theater. My vote. That includes all the businesses we have there and all of our assets, including Nelson when he gets back.
I vote the hospital. It's not a public space. It's something that we can own and go to as a safe spot. It could, like Ali said, if somebody wanted to blow it up, it'd be very difficult. And I don't know. I just feel like when we went there the last time, something about it I felt drawn to it, probably because Saito used to be there. So that's my vote.
What about you, Em?
I'm kind of leaning on the hospital now. Primarily because if it's going to be a fallback for us, we don't want them to know where we're falling back to. They're going to think all of the things that you already own. Would they think the hospital? I don't think so.
Very good Ventru point.
and they have a strong argument. I think I would probably defer to the hospital too then, especially if we can move it into some names that aren't ours.
Then the hospital.
Ollie, you have the connections and contacts that you can do it on the books or off the books, but all through other names that don't belong, that aren't you. So
Right.
you have the basically you have the choice.
Dakota
to play.
tosses her hands up. She says,
I have
"Look,
plenty of names too.
my biggest
Yeah,
thing
Emmy
is
does,
that
yeah.
it sits on a space that is mutually owned by all of us. That's why I chose the block and not Ollie's private area.
That's fair.
So the hospital, if we make it part of our another space that is mutually owned by the loud ones, I'm fine with that." And Mathis, so I can get chat over this hurdle. The reason it needs to not be in a public space, everybody, is because you have to drink Fey blood to finish the ritual, and it may cause you to lose your humanity and frenzy. Being in public space, bad idea.
Yeah, there's a huge danger with how this is going to
Just
go
gotta
with it.
clear
the
that
benefit
up
is
now.
enormous. The benefit is enormous.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just-
that's why I
just
think
a-
it's probably not a good idea
so
for
if you do it for the hospital, that's
Park.
Tertiary thought.
yeah.
Before we commit. Club is still up.
Club.
Rose's club still up.
Yeah, who owns that, though?
It was Saito, and then it went to Rose. Rose got 8.
And I think I don't know if it's been bought
It's
yet.
wrapped.
It probably wouldn't have
Probably
gone.
now.
It probably would have been taken under a
Under
company
Foreclosure or
that
something.
belongs to the Camarilla. Yeah, probably a shell company that belongs to either someone on the venture board, Toreador, likely a Toreador, honestly. But probably a
But-
Toreador grabbed it.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
It's like not like reopened or like it's open. Or no, it is. It didn't even really close. But yeah, you don't know if anybody owns it yet.
But I mean,
Okay.
if it's going to boil down to it, he's still going to put his vote in on the church. I
That's
just think
fine.
that we can't discount that building because it's still kind of up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not again. I don't like hospitals. I will only be there for the sake of when I need to be protected because they give me the heebies. No, thank you. Ooh.
All right.
Is that a new thing that
No,
we're learning
it's just
about
like
Dakota? No?
Dakota just like ooh hospitals like, and it's a very public place. Dakota doesn't do public places. Hospitals usually like you don't.
So
do
actually,
hospitals.
that actually brings up a good question that I have as a storyteller. If you do choose the hospital, are you also then going to renovate it and open it and make it a public space?
This is Dakota's
for
thing. Is
future
like she
stuff?
has no interest in
Curious,
opening
yeah.
a hospital at all.
I liked the blood bag idea.
Yeah, but
it
like
was kind of
hospital,
cool.
Yeah,
It's an
like, it
easy
might-
way to have ghouls and like run under the rug,
Dakota
like
doesn't have to
rug
be involved
blood.
in owning it, but if anybody else
I was
decides
about to say
to,
Dakota
like,
doesn't want to own it. She just doesn't think
invest-
it's a good idea for Ollie to put it on his private.
yeah,
property.
it does become basically whoever owns it a free like high level herd that you can use. That's just blood bags that you just get handed. You can it's herds that you
Yeah.
can basically take in your pocket. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
But
it's
even
very
then,
good.
like Dakota's not going to help
Let's
y'all
take
run
some-
a rehabilitation center. She has
Yeah.
no interest in running blood for other people. Like, if this is the location we want to put it, Dakota's 100% behind that because that's the coteries vote.
Oh yeah, I
And
don't think we
makes
need to run
sense
it.
as
I think
Fire
it's someone
there.
else run.
Fire there or not, the hospital is still a beneficial thing to I think assert
Acquire.
control over at some point.
Yeah.
Especially since you took out Genghis, who was making his moves with Ollie on it, but now Ollie's the only one.
So, I mean, like, I'm totally down if Ollie thinks we can acquire it and the hospital's the move, and we want to leave it abandoned for all I care. That's okay, too. I just, Dakota is not going to be interested in running a hospital business or really a blood bank. But it makes sense for Ollie's business.
Yeah, we're not going to run it. It's just a matter of hiring.
I
people
like
to
the
run it
idea
for us.
of it just being still like a shitty, like barely a hospital. The way we found it with Nelson, I kind of like those vibes. So I'm down to kind of keep it that way. But and it's an asset like we'll have, and we can always have it, and it'll be like a space for us. That's not something that's our usual spaces. So I like that.
I'm like I said, Dakota is not against that idea. I think
Yeah.
it would be kind of like a mutual space, and it's a good cover, and it's away from people right now. So, like, it hits all the marks. Dakota has
it's all
zero
happening on
issues
the
with that.
drive back to the bar, by the way. This conversation. all in
Yeah,
the car?
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
sure.
Okay,
And it's
so
settled.
we do the hospital. Ava seems a little
Yes.
itchy. Are we going tonight?
Yes, yes, we should do it tonight. We can
Em, are
start
you
it
ready for this?
tonight. Yes,
I'm
Emmy.
ready.
We're voting you to drink the blood, right?
I don't think there was any voting. I volunteered myself.
Yes, sorry, volunteering. You're happily volunteering that task.
You know what? I'm gonna meet y'all at the bar that guy right there looks real tasty, and I'm kind of hungry. So before we go through all this, I should just.
We should all make sure we're nice and.
Gonna nibble.
That's probably a good
I
point.
don't know whose territory you're in. Are we on Ollie's block? Where are we at? Because
wherever you want to drive to, you probably head back to Ollie's place, I imagine.
So at
on
least,
instinct.
you know, is Ollie's area been hunted too heavily for me to be able to snack on this
It's
fellow?
been pretty heavily hunted, but because you just recently called your boy to cover up another murder thing, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna murder him this time.
No, I don't care. It's not a big deal. We'll say you're fine.
I'll just do it quick. I was about to say, I'll do it quick. Just
go for it. Everybody who needs to feed. This is important. I get it. You're all gonna you all go to where you need to go to make sure you're down to 1 hunger.
I just feed 2, so he's not even in the worst shape ever. Yeah. He just looks a little drunk. He'll have to wake up.
I'm at 4 hunger.
That's a second time in a short while that Ollie's been this close.
We're playing high, man.
It's the end of the campaign. Makes sense.
6 successes.
Oh, beautiful. For the hunting roll?
Yes.
Yeah, and I got 4.
Okay, now you got to make me your frenzy check.
Yeah.
And I'm a predator type. Is there a way for me to, will I be able to find something?
Yeah, what is your predator type?
100%. What is it? Do you know?
It's Osiris or something.
Yeah, it's probably something like that.
I don't have it written on my sheet, which is very weird.
I got 3 successes.
You succeed. Do not frenzy.
I imagine, because I think Osiris is the one that uses manipulation.
Yeah,
tactics.
Is it? I don't know, your character sheet. I'll look it up real quick.
Maybe, yeah, it's not on my character sheet.
Right.
The extortionist. Nicely done there, Ollie.
I thought it was like Grim Reaper. Like, I specifically look for people who
are what?
People who are dying.
Oh,
that's right. Well, that's because you're a Ventru. So that's like your feeding restriction type. So you got to go to you probably go to nursing homes.
Yeah.
You probably go to like nursing homes and like do like Osiris or something.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm Grim Reaper. Like I'll put it on my sheet.
Little Emmy Kevorkian.
Let's see.
I find people who are already dying and eat them.
Let's see. Predator types. Yeah, I'll look it up and see what I can find. I also think there might be new options in the player's guide too.
Yeah, it might be.
So what would I need to roll for that?
For now, I'll have you roll me. Let's see. Just give me a manipulation persuasion check, please.
Okay. Yay, success.
Perfect. So everybody's going to feed down to 1 hunger.
Okay.
Because everybody's going to feed to their max, basically. Do you have the steps still written down, Ava, by the way?
I do, yes.
Cool. All right. You guys just heading right. So you guys head back to the bar first? Do you guys head
I get out and I feed and I'll meet them back at the bar because
everybody meets back at the bar. As you all get back together, the Grant is gone. It's time. His date is already in the process of happening as far as the time is said. And there's just like one of Ava's dudes grilling in the back, which is, fine. He's doing a good job. That's fine. So yeah, you all meet back at the bar and you all kind of gather together, all sated, no longer hungry or craving blood. Any conversation at the bar or what happens?
I imagine Dakota grabs a couple of things, like some backup stuff like rope and maybe a pair of handcuffs and like maybe just
a steak.
Just some backup equipment based on what we're going into and what we're going to be doing.
You might need a steak, man.
Yeah.
Okay, actually,
me. Don't kill me.
Of course.
We'll torpor you to start until we sort out. Yeah, we'll torpor you until we figure it out, Amy.
Just very quickly, let's go through the plan of action for tonight. So we need salt and powdered silver.
Mm-hmm.
Runes. We make runes.
You know the runes in your mind, so you're going to be drawing runes out, both of blood magic type and fey type.
I add salt to bag, I
Yeah,
add,
yes.
I start adding some things to the bag.
Um, and then stationary fire out only where it's outlined in blood. So I assume we have to use Emmy's blood for that because she will be drinking the Fey blood. Um, and we have to keep it within the parameters we want it to be in. So that would be the hospital. And this will be, oh, we have to offer something important, Emmy. So, do you have something of importance?
So because it's Emmy going to be doing the drinking, she has to do all of this. You have to guide her through all of this.
Yes.
Dakota cuts eyes to Lamb Chop but says nothing.
Yeah, I think Emmy looks at Ava and says,
Yeah, I have something.
All right. And this may be something that's going to take us the rest of the night. So we should make sure we have a plan for where to sleep at the very end of this, somewhere close by, because this is going to be an all-night endeavor. And I believe, and then, yes, and then you will drink the blood, and that should be it. So, okay, we have everything we need. We have the salt, the silver, the important item, fire, stationary fire.
Slip a knife and a steak in the bag.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
is in the background, just out of focus. Dakota's just like, I need
Just
these. One of
grabbing
these.
some shit. You know, I'm over here like using a cheese grater
You
to
look,
grind
maybe
off
you
a
look
little
over
silver.
and you realize Grant did not take a shotgun. It's actually just under the shelf. You want to grab that?
Damn fucking! I'll take that. I don't use gun. Dakota doesn't really use guns.
Yeah.
What a stupid
You
idiot.
just grabbing anything and everything that you can.
Yeah. Yeah. I just kind of load up a bag full of stuff.
All right, let's head out.
I
Everybody
need to
off.
do something quick.
Uh-oh. All right.
Emmy will go out to the car where her driver is and leave a note.
Okay.
It is very peculiar looking, as always, as all of Emmy's notes are.
I love it.
And I think she takes a moment and then comes back to the
Heads
group.
back inside.
Mhm.
Okay.
Could be Emmy's last night. Just saying.
What she does in that moment, we'll talk about later.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I imagine we'll see what happens with this first,
Yeah.
and then we'll get to it. All right, I'm just grabbing all of my rules that I have in my notes and transferring them to a pad here so I can just a quick reference. All right. So you all get into the car.
Oh God.
Dakota triple checks her bags, make sure she has everything she needs to kill it, whoever she needs to kill. How's the drive?
I think a little quiet. I was a little nervous about this. So she'd be quiet.
I think Emmy's excited. Her little feet are kind of like kicking. I realized my
Yeah.
hands were down here. They're like kind of kicking as she's dangling in the seat. And she has like lamb chops like looking out the window.
Mm-hmm. Just waiting to see if Dakota or Ollie say anything. It's just silent the whole ride.
Hey, hey,
Dot
Em.
looks scared.
Yeah.
Em, you've been around the world a lot, right? You've been around for a long time. You've seen a
I
lot
don't
of
know
shit.
about around the world, but I've been around for a while, yeah.
Where are you from?
Here.
You were born here.
Well, a long time ago. A lot of these buildings,
She kind of looks out the window.
they weren't here before. Neither were the roads.
Huh. You always been kind of secular, stationed here, or you seen, some of the other states?
I've traveled a little bit here and there, depending on jobs I've had, things we've had to do. And of course, obviously, when I had to move to Indiana.
You say that with such disdain.
Well, I didn't want to.
What's been your favorite thing? What was in your long life? What is your favorite thing that you've seen?
I don't think you'd want to know, Allie.
Can you elaborate? You have my curiosity.
It's not something that you would look happily upon. Let's just put it that way. But I thought it was fun.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, somehow you could have taken a thing and made it a good thing, but at least I appreciate your honesty. That's great.
Well,
Thank
Emmy
you
had
for.
fun doing it, but I don't think that her sharing that with Ollie will make Ollie very happy about her.
Okay.
Let's just put
Well,
it this way. I've made a lot of decisions in my life. Or unlife. Maybe some of them weren't so good in your eyes. But they were fun.
that's fine. Not everything has to be good. Sometimes things just have to be fun.
Flashback to like an old hospital and just her and like her coterie just murdering everybody, like just
Yep.
draining them and enjoying it, you know?
And it looks like Sabat activity is what it looks like.
Yeah,
To the viewers who see this.
it's like a
Hey,
murder scene.
You have any
100.
regrets? This could be the last night of your own life. So I'm just asking, you have any regrets?
Hmm. I guess there is one regret I have. Or maybe two.
Anything you would have done differently?
Well, I suppose if I would have done them differently, maybe I wouldn't be where I am right now. So I have to wonder, would I want to be here? Or would I want to be there? But I don't know where there is.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't mean to make it all grim and everything, but I feel like these are questions you kind of ask people that could potentially be at the end of the rope. So, just curious.
Are
I
you
don't.
supposed to ask questions to people before they die? I usually just eat them.
Well, no, but not everybody also lives to be like 180 years old.
True. Averagely, probably around like 70.
That seems fair. I don't know. Just insight. I don't really see you dying though. You're kind of tenacious. You're a little monster. So,
She grins.
you're gonna be around a while.
There's like a flash in her eyes.
I hope so. You know, I have big plans.
My only hope is that those plans are not you being a pain in my ass.
Oh, that's definitely part of my plan.
Okay, well maybe you don't get so lucky tonight then. That would be kind of neat to consider.
Well, you might have your way.
I'm assuming she says with a grin. And as the car pulls away, our scene changes ever so slightly to a not beautiful operating hospital, but instead you bring the car to the edge of a now abandoned and desolate lot. Wild grass starting to crack through some of the asphalt within the parking lot itself, and looming ahead of you is the hospital. Not a sterile glass sterile glass and chrome or any modern medicine anywhere, but instead just a beast of brick and shattered windows. The facade is a patchwork of repairs and neglect, as we talked about prior, just completely ignored over long periods of time. And as you enter the front doors and they swing open to this now abandoned area, you realize this place is big, really big, but it should be fine for what you're intending to do. Ava, the size is not a concern as we see Ava begin to eye this place as she
Ava,
walks in.
if we put the rooms just outside the perimeter, it'll include the whole hospital.
Got it.
Like, so we can maybe do it on the cement, just on the outside of the building. And I had a thought.
Yes.
Remember Vanessa. And remember all of the spirits and bodies and everything that fed the sandwich?
Yes.
What if we centralize this thing in the morgue? So that we can't have any spirits here. When bodies come through, they are finished. And we can sleep in there tonight, when it's all done. Because it's light tight.
Couldn't we just
How
make
chilling.
by the morgue? You mean like morgue here or
Yes.
morgue like?
More
Yes.
clear.
Well, we could make it part of it in the
Because we have to
parameters. Yes.
centralize the fire somewhere, right? So if we do
I
that
see.
inside the building in the morgue, No
Basically,
weird ghost
where I
stuff happening
drink.
here.
Yes. Let's do that then.
And it says, Ava agrees. You step into the front room, and it's just darkness just pools into the entryway. And as you walk in, the air feels thick, heavy. It's more than just the chill in the air. Something about this place is a prickling of an unease that kind of crawls along your spine. You shake it off. You have things to take care of and a ritual to focus on.
I'm going to just quickly sense the unseen in this area, just
Sure.
to
That's
cover
free,
up.
right?
That is free, yes. It's just the wits and aspects.
Yep. And please make me a wits aspect roll.
Yes. I am gonna do this the right way. I'm gonna roll it from the thing. Let's see if this works.
Okay. Do you want to spend a willpower or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So I can roll 3.
Damn.
God. All right.
You
2.
Occasionally you think you see something out of the corner of your eye. Somebody standing in the doorway that you walk by on your left, and when you turn your head, nobody's there. You swear you hear just a heavy breath on your right, and you look and nobody's there. You're certainly convinced there are things here, but you're unable to get a good glimpse at them before they vanish.
So I pull out a flashlight. Morgue?
Yep. Yeah. And there's a bright light just beams down the hall, and looking for signs for the morgue, and you find them, of course, and you start making your way down to the basement. And you find the morgue with half of the doors to where the corpses were stored, like open, a few graffitis just sprayed over, nothing kindred related that you can see in here. Just ne'er-do-wells who took the opportunity to mark and spray paint.
I check the body holds each to just, you know.
Nothing in there, no bodies.
Nothing great. I tossed the salt and this powdered silver, however we got that, ground it down with the cheese grater or whatever at Ollie's place. Tossed it all to Ava, and I was like,
or Ollie just probably went crunch and just grinded it into his palms.
But I was like, okay, so what now, Ava?
So you have to go mark the outside corners.
Yes.
Right, you're going to need this. I hand her a knife to cut her finger. Because you got to do it in blood, I imagine.
It's going to be Emmy. Emmy has to do it.
Oh, just kidding. I hand it to Emmy. I hand a knife to an 8-year-old.
You're going to be guiding Emmy.
Emmy will do whatever Ava says.
Let me look at, real quick, I want to look at Emmy's character sheet. Let's see.
I have a feeling this space is going to be real upset it's not Ava doing this. But
not terrible. Not terrible, Pool. All right. So for the
I don't know what that means.
As Ava walks out and guides to the corners, you dictate what it needs to look like, what the shapes are. And even as you dictate it, you don't know what these are. You just, it's the image of these runes just press into the front of your mind until they're drawn out. And Emmy, I'm going to need you for, it covers all 4, but I need an intelligence occult roll, please, at a difficulty of 1.
Okay. Ooh, that is not necessarily
the 4 dice pool. It's not the worst.
I'm definitely going to rouse to get extra. Ooh, my first hunger there. So it is, which one? Sorry. Occult.
Intelligence occult.
Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difficulty?
1.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, not at all. And she does it with ease. That's the glyphs or the runes are not very complicated in nature. And you double check, even triple check, Ava, and everything looks good. It took you about an hour to do all 4, as each one required some having Emmy recite some stuff that just made no sense, and took a couple times for her to get it right. But you chant over each one of these 4 in a language and words that you don't even understand, and you feel confident you're good, and you move your way downstairs into the morgue, where you're going to be starting to put
Dakota's
this
laid out on a slab and is like, irony.
He just laughs, and this is irony to Ollie, who looks like he's like lost in concerned thought at the moment with what's about to happen. Eventually, after about an hour, they make their way downstairs again. And now you need to start creating the circle. The circle itself is a mix of runes that are both, to be blood magic runes and then fey runes, none of which you really know what they mean. But you guide Emmy. Emmy, I need you to make me yet another intelligence occult check, please. This will be a difficulty of 2.
And yeah, I would like during this whole process to have unswayable mind on.
Absolutely, no problem.
Because it's free, so why not?
Yeah.
All right. feel like
I'll let the rouse check. I'll let it carry for the scene, for the sake of ease and for the sake of this working. You don't have to rouse again.
Just do the one. Okay.
Yep. Let's keep the one rouse, and you can add your bonus
Occult
dice to all of them.
intelligence. This is my last cutting. What's the difficulty?
Yes, it should be the last one. So this is
Same
a difficulty. No, difficulty 2 for this one.
Ooh, it's increasing. 3, barely made it.
She draws out the runes really well. Able to do what she needs to do to get them out right. Again, a little bit of correction here and there. You're chanting over each one. This process alone takes another 2 hours, just drawing out these runes and chanting as needed. Now this is where, Ava, you could take the powdered stuff and mix them into, you kind of sprinkle them over the runes themselves. You can do this part.
Okay.
Emmy doesn't have to be the one that does it, so you don't have to make any rolls. You know exactly how to do it. It's in your mind.
Okay.
And you do so. The next part is Emmy has to get the center and offer something that is of great importance to Emmy. And when you do so, Emmy, when you step into the circle and you do this, you don't know how long this is supposed to take. You don't know how long, you just know you're supposed to put it down and offer it. What do we see Emmy do?
Emmy sits down in the center and like crosses her legs and sets lamb chop in front of her and kind of like sits lamb chop up and like holds lamb chop's hands and just like stares at lamb chop. And you can see tears kind of coming down. Emmy's face,
you see little glints of red.
Little red.
Trickle down.
And I think for everyone else, like the camera, it kind of like pans back to when she was little. And like this gentleman is like crafting this little creature and like hands it to her and her like excitement of having it.
And honestly, that thought, without realizing it, that thought takes care of the next step that Ava would mouth to you anyway. After you've offered it and you place it in front of you, your thoughts are to be specifically on the concept of light. Light in the physical sense, light in an emotional sense, roaring laughter, companionship, friendship, getting lamb chop for the first time, watching lamb chop being built. All of that feeds into the idea of this flame. In this last bit, I need you to make a rouse check, as you're going to now need to prick your finger as the fire needs to be started. But first, your blood needs to be at the base of the fire. It needs to be a rouse check's worth. Perfect. So you're at 2 hunger, not a big deal.
Gosh, I'm not doing well with these rouse checks today.
So you place your drop of your blood first, and then you start building the fire on top of it. And you sprinkle at the very end a little of that powdered silver and salt into the fire itself, and it causes it to roar upward. And as you stare into the fire, Emmy, you focus on that pleasantness continued, the infusion of, like I said, kind of just the happiness and joy that you pull from your past. And you sit there for another 2 hours as you do this. You only know it's time when Ava, sitting there watching, waiting, suddenly feels a tickle at the back of her throat. Scratches a bit before your throat begins to swell and you won't go to cough and you can't. You can't even breathe if you wanted to. Luckily, you don't need to. And after just a few moments, everybody notices as Ava's mouth opens and she's like kind of coughing. A lunar moth with a dull, iridescent blue glow crawl its way out of your mouth, hanging on the bottom lip for a moment before fluttering off and moving towards Emmy.
I don't think Emmy actually notices because she's very deeply staring into Lamb Chops' dead eyes.
Coda gets the feeling this is about to kick off. I'm just gonna rouse for some toughness so I can convert some damage. We're just gonna kind of
just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Just, that's what I'm here for, is to make sure. And I go, and when I see the moth, I close the door to the mortuary. It's like airtight, and I like kind of seal it and close it off. And I stand in front of the door. She ain't going nowhere.
The moth itself flutters over gently. Our camera is focused on it so intensely close up. Everything around it is just distorted in a blur. And it moves and lands gently on the tip of the nose of the lamb chop, directly in the vision of Emmy. Its wings are gently undulating up and down. And again, that dull blue glow. And you just know, Emmy, whatever this is before you, This is the Fey blood. This moth.
Emmy just opens her mouth.
And without hesitation, the moth jumps almost, leaps off of the lamb chop, and it flies directly into her open mouth. And you feel, like Ava, it climb its way down the back of your throat.
Emmy probably actually thinks it's pretty cool. I think it's gross. But Emmy's probably like, ooh, this is different.
Of course.
I need your roll of resolve composure, please. This is the roll.
Oh boy.
Any bonuses you can throw in would be good, but I think you're already roused. You already have your bonus.
Is this a supernatural or or yeah, what is it called?
For your mind thing?
Yeah.
Slayable mind.
Is it?
What does that add? How many dice would that add to your pool?
That's your fortitude.
Just one
rating.
extra, but I'll take
Just
anything.
one? Yeah, I'll give that to you for sure.
Okay, so compose. Oh wait, I need to rouse first.
Yep.
You're forgetting that. Oh, finally a success.
Nice job. Don't worry about the difficulty.
Resolve. I get
Just
four
Just
dice.
put 0 difficulty. I just want to see your raw roll.
I'm scared. Not knowing what the difficulty needs to be is worse, I think.
Yeah, I want to build that tension. What a good,
Ooh, that's a
beautiful
seven.
roll.
Seven's pretty
And
good.
you could use, it's a very good roll. And you could use a willpower to reroll.
Yeah, I will. I don't know what the difficulty is, so I will use a willpower. If I hit
Let's
willpower, so that
go.
is, how many do I get to reroll?
3.
3. Okay. Oh, I got none.
Still, 7 is very good. 7 is extremely good. Granted, you're still dealing with a power that is beyond knowable.
Yeah, who knows?
However,
I really hope 7's good.
I will say your character is past the barrier of becoming unplayable. They will not fade into chaos, at least, not in this initial moment. We'll see what, if anything happens, decisions and whatnot. But as it goes down your throat, does the rest of the coterie do anything? Do they say anything when it happens? Is it just like stunned silence kind of thing?
Just making sure shit doesn't get out of hand. I'm just the bouncer.
Ollie's watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I feel?
Well, the next thing I need you to do is make me another resolve composure roll, but this is for an entirely different thing.
Okay. Would I get that unswayable mind?
No, not for this, because it's not affecting you.
One.
It's not like a mind. It's not a mind
Okay.
thing. It's not trying to take over your mind. This is actually just.
Damn, the hunger.
Good. Yeah, you didn't get one. That's good.
Okay. Composure, resolve. Still composure, resolve, right?
Yep. Those are going to be your
This
best
time I only
friends
get
for these.
3. Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
Would you like to
2.
willpower and reroll
Yeah.
3? You can
Come
willpower and give me
on.
3 more.
Give us 3. Give us a crit. Come on,
Oh
willpower.
very
my
possible.
god.
Yeah, 4
that's
total.
better. 4 is better, but ooh, that's bad.
The first thing you
I
notice
feel like it's not good.
is how indescribable the taste of this blood is. Nothing in the over 100 or 200 years that you have been alive has come within a mile, 10 miles, 100 miles of tasting as sweet and delectable and fulfilling as the taste of this does. When she was a child, what was her favorite food of all time?
Oh my gosh.
Something
before I turned.
Yeah, because you can't eat, even when you eat regular food, when you make yourself, with blush of life, it's still like an echo of the taste of the food. And when you're not, it tastes like ash in your mouth.
I'm thinking back then, what would have been, I think it probably would be like banana bread.
And what
It's probably some kind of like simple
Warm bread.
It's
Yeah.
like sweet
There
bread
is
thing that I'm thinking.
a warmth and a soft and a almost overpowering taste of something you haven't tasted in over 200 years. Your mom's homemade banana bread in her fire-powered stovetop in the small wooden cabin that you lived in for whatever amount of time it was. You forgot what this tasted like.
I think you hear her making like sounds.
Yeah.
Like she's eating something and like the sound of like
chewing almost.
euphoria of eating it. Like, like little kids and they're like, like that's what you guys see. And she has her eyes closed.
Moreover, You never want to forget what this tastes like again. For now, just write addiction as to one of the things you've obtained. An addiction to Fey blood. What that means,
Should I
we'll
put
worry
that in
about
flaws?
later. Yeah, put it under flaws, and your hunger can go right down to 0.
Oh, okay.
From this.
Addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I don't know where we're gonna be getting Fable on. To feed that addiction.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Oh God.
I just want to hang on a second. I want to find my chart.
I think I'm going to become very good friends with our witch friend.
It's possible.
Mm.
You don't know where she fell on the failure success scale, really. So, and I know we got to wrap up here in a minute. So, there we go. There's my list. Okay. The other thing that hits you instantly, Emmy, is how bright and colorful the world is. How beautiful the sounds of even the crickets in the nearby cracks in the wall, the creaking of the hospital itself, a testament to man's creation that it still stands, and there's just a joy in all things around you, which is why it hits you so hard when you realize you've not been a part of any of this. The day you were turned, separated from life, sure, you walk amongst them. You walk amongst them in the world, but you've never seen a sunrise in 200 years. You haven't been able to play with children. You haven't been able to relate to humans in a way that matters in so very long. And for that, it crushes you. Resolve composure.
Right.
Come on, dice.
Okay, hunger 1.
Come on, dice.
Is this one I can add that swayable mind to or no?
This one is yes.
Ooh, 4.
4. How many willpowers do you have left?
I still have many.
You want to use one more? You're welcome to.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, 10 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and I rolled bad. Well, I mean, not that bad, but like,
yeah,
pretty bad.
Oh, willpower.
None. My willpower is so bad.
So,
at least I succeeded on the important roll at the beginning.
True.
Mechanically, you lose access to your disciplines. It will not be permanent. You just don't know how long it's going to be. The reality of what you are, the severance of who you used to be to what you've become, all of that weighs on you in a supernatural fashion. You also begin to hear tiny, faint whispers from the corner of the room or from one where the bodies used to be. Never anything intelligible, only for moments, but it lingers. It lingers ever so slightly. But not all is bad. For now, and whether it becomes permanent, I'll worry about it later. You're going to take an additional dot in, where is it? Awareness, occult, and one extra dot in intelligence. However, again, you have no access to your disciplines right now. And there's some other things, but we'll worry about those later, because as you hear Emmy enjoying it, our camera fades to black. And we'll be back next week.
Oh my God.
See how this all goes down. Thank you so much, everybody, for a little shorter of an episode. Should be fine next week. I have new headphones. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.